Welcome back to Cloud Training for Enthusiasts. I'm your pilot again, Patrick Osatavia Gogo, and we have a lot of interesting students here. And in this session, we are going to give the opportunity of our first Linus user in our team, Toby, to do some interesting thing with Linus. So, Toby, over to you. Go to your, can you share your screen, Toby? Let me allow you share. And let's see, let's start our fun. Let's get the fun started.
So why is sharing? A quick one, you were trying to share something on a link on the chat before the link went up.
Okay, yes. Let me do that. So Toby, continue your sharing. Well, let me see if I can minimize. Am I sharing? Okay. Sharing on full screen. Exit full screen. Keep doing what you are doing. Say, I'm going to share a link to you. This link is very, it's a must you do it. Especially the first two, Linus on Hatch, Linus, oh please, Toby, hold on, please. Please, Toby, can you just pause? Let me share this screen, but I don't want it to be, hold on, let me share this screen. Let me do this.
Okay.
It's a must. Please just unshare. Stop sharing.
I just did that. Yeah, stop sharing.
Beautiful. And let me share this. See, maybe I told you something that so many companies want people to use their infrastructure. So they are giving free training. This training you see here, you can see them. There are some paid ones. But these first three, this on Hash, this Essential, and this Linus one is free. The last time I did them, they are free. And when you finish them, there's free certification on it. And that certification can give you a job, can make you a Linus administrator. I think some of us have had Linus administrator, Linus administrator job. It can give you a Linus administrator job. Because it talks about security. Let's go to this on Hash. This on Hash is like a baby. They are trying to hash you into Linus usage. Yes, Sam. See, it's free. How many length? 8 hours. Level, beginners, online self-paced is in English. And these 8 hours, you can decide to do it at once. Because when I did mine, I did it one day. But you can decide to share it between 2 days. But make sure you do it. It's a must. This on Hash is a must for everybody. And by the time you finish here, this is your Linus system that you install. You're going to find it more interesting on how to use it. This is a what did I say? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can.
So
I said it's a what?
it's a must.
It's a must.
Even if you pay money, you've not done this. Next class, I ask, you've not done it. Sorry, I will log you out. Because one thing is not about you paying, it's about you following. I don't want tomorrow somebody will say I make payment to one class and I was not able to learn anything. You know, some people know how to just run the amount, not knowing that they were not the one that were not serious. That guy will just talk, nothing. No. If you are not, even if you pay, I will refund your money to you. If you have not done this from next week. This is a must. Finish it. Because it will make our class interactive. This one is not, it's a must too, but it's not like you must finish it this week. This one you're going to finish, because after you finish this is a detailed one before you now go to this one. And you can pay for this and this. If you're able to pay for this too, you are more, you see yourself flowing. The more Linus you know, the more better your work is. You understand me? So I'm sharing this link. It's free. Imagine free, FOC. Essential is free. Look at it's free. See, how many? What is this? Free. Free. You're not paying for it. And you will give you a good job that you'll be paying $65,000 per hour, $65,000 per year. Free. I think this one was free last time I tried it. Let me see. Okay, now they have started selling it. So before, when I did this, it was free. If you can come to this place, there are so many free courses too here. Let me share this one so that we can continue our class. Please, if you don't do it next week, it's not like I'm not threatening, but it shows the level of our seriousness. Please, I'm sharing it here, and I'm not going to share it in that group because for those people that are in class today. So do this too. That too is enough for you because you're not a nanos administrator, you are a DevOps engineer. So the more you work, the more you enjoy. So I think with this, I can now go back to be.
Sorry, Patrick, where are you sharing this? This is on the WhatsApp group.
I've already shared this in this chat group.
That's true.
You can copy it and put it somewhere. Even me, I thought that I go back to start doing that. Okay, now, Toby, you just bought a laptop, Abby, and you want to install which application you don't have now. Open it, open your system.
You want me to share my screen?
Yes, please.
Okay. I just did.
Okay. We have two types of environments. We have the Windows environment and the CLI. What's the CLI? Command line interface. What is an interface? Interface is something that stands between two people. You understand me? Understand me? Your face is my interface to know your mind. And you understand me? When you see a television, you see the screen. The screen is your interface to see the pictures that are inside. So an interface is something that stands between you and the other thing. So computers are written in code, but they actually brought it in two ways for you to be able to use it, either through graphics, which is called GUI, graphic user interface, or CLI, which is command line interface. Graphics user interface, you click, click, click. Command line interface, you run some script. You understand me? So I won't teach you graphic user interface because almost everybody know how to use it, Abby. But please, for Linux, for you to understand Linux very well, try and come here and play with all this graphics user interface. Now let's go to command line interface, which is our strength. Open it. It's going to be simple. So what you are going to do is something that everybody will be doing. You're going to try it on your own. Open the terminal. Open the window of the terminal. Let everybody see what you want to do. Now, which application do you want to use now that you don't have in your system?
So I have installed Zoom. I want to install Slack.
Okay, you want to install Slack. Okay. Now
I have not done that.
Now you see the user you are running with. You are running as Toby. Toby does not have 100% rights to even install anything on this system. You know.
Okay.
Toby user have limited, we call it list privilege, has limited usage. It's only just to look and make use of the file that he created. So when you finish that on hash, you understand what I mean by all this. But I want us to just do something interesting. So I want you to install Slack.
Okay.
Now to install Slack through a CLI is simple. Let me tell you the truth. Google is your best friend. Don't form to know. Anything you don't know, go to Google. Ask Google how to install Slack in Linux. It will tell you step by step.
True.
This tell you step by step. Just run that code or step by step. But this one, I want to tell you the meaning of those code that you want to run. That's why I say you should come here. First of all, change your user to a root user or a super user. So say
how do I do that?
Sudo / give space dash, no, not / dash. Remove that for -s. Now, what you are saying is that I don't want to run it as a super root user. I want to run it as a super user. This super user has power more than the 2B. You understand me? So you click enter now, it will tell you, do you have the right? Click enter. You ask you for your password. So put the password you use in creating your stuff.
Okay. It's not responding?
And it's responding, it's not visible. Click enter.
Oh, sorry, okay, so I have to, I've deleted it. I want to try and write again.
Okay, try and write it again. See, it was right. If it's not correct, what will happen? It will tell you, if you try it 5 times, it will tell you that it's going to report it to the administrator. That's what server was to tell you. You understand me? That's why when you are creating your Linux, as you are creating your password, remember that password because it's going to be your super user password. You understand me? So now, update your server. You say apt. apt is a system file that enable you to install, update. You understand me? Give space. Say update. Enter. See what you just told the system. Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you, sir.
Yeah, we're following. What you just told the system is, please, apt, which is the owner of the manager of your system. You say, apt, please, help me to go to the internet and look for the latest update for my driver, for my system. So the apt will now go to the internet. You see all the things you have downloaded. You have updated it for you. So the same thing, all your package. The same thing when you do for your window, you want to run your window update. You know, there's a icon you click. You will now say update. You will now go to the internet and start saying 300, 500, 85% successful. They will now start updating you, start. But Ubuntu does not have that time. It says very portable and very fast. Now, if you want to install anything, for example, now if I say install Nginx, you can install Nginx here and expose it. But I don't want us to go there. Now, I want us to install that your Slack.
Yes.
You have 2 things that can install Slack. Just type apt install apt. apt.
So, sorry, sir, so that we can all get it. What is the meaning of the apt? I understand that apt is an abbreviation to act on something, but apt, so that we can have it as a conceptual idea in our head that when you use apt, it's
okay.
What particular command does it mean?
Beautiful. Different language, different Linux has a what we call a system language that they use that has the right. It's like a system file. It's like a system controller. You understand me? It's a system controller. This apt is not like it's all Linux. It's this particular Ubuntu came with it.
Okay.
You understand me? Is the command, is a system command language to do anything like installing and updating.
On Ubuntu, right?
On Ubuntu. That does not mean that you cannot use apt in CentOS, but you need to install it. In CentOS, YUM, YUM. You understand me? In Red Hat, I think you also use YUM and apt, but they have all of them have their own different. That's why you cannot learn all the Linux. You can only just master the one you want to master. You understand me? Maybe you hear apt get, apt install, apt. You understand me? The same language, just that apt is a system file. You can go to the internet and read more about apt in Ubuntu. Just say apt Ubuntu, you see the details of it, of the documentation. Now, but it's not like all apt. Apt is like a repository in Ubuntu GitHub. Is GitHub now where they keep files. You understand me? It's not all application that apt has. You understand me? Sometimes apt may not have it. What we have it is scan. So or sometimes you have to use another programming language, another system file, or system loader to bring that file in. For example, if you say apt get, right now, I say apt install, what do you want to, what do you want to install now?
Slack.
Slack. You see, Slack app may not have it. Try it. If you apt have it in this library, apt install. Then Slack. Enter. Okay, app have it. So what he's doing now is downloading the system, the Slack. Immediately you finish downloading, you now ask you, so it has been installed.
Now so?
Yes.
So, this is
If you
interesting.
go to your window now, go to your file, go to your window, your application, you see that you have Slack there.
Oporoko. I have Slack now.
Yes, that is it.
Yeah, anything hard here. So if you call the work on server, you're not supposed to have you now because what the same thing you are doing now, the same thing you should be doing in server. There's nothing. See the reason why I say everybody should have Linux, using Linux. You see the reason why I say everybody should use Linux in our class. So it's not because I want to make you more difficult. I want to make class difficult. I want to make it more interesting for all of us. Are you not having fun now?
Yeah.
Yes, I am.
So-
One quick question that can
Go
help
ahead.
everybody. The question is, so all of these commands or this language, we will find it in that link that you have just given us. That's short test for this week.
My
We'll be able
brother.
to use those.
My brother, if you go that link, you'll see so many that I'm not even saying that you will see there. So how to enter the network, how to check the network's parameters, how to create SSH key, how to delete, how to create file, how to delete file, everything is there. In fact, that's why I say if you've not done that class, don't bother to come. Don't just bother to join me. It's like I didn't see you next week. You assume that you didn't do it. I'm sorry, you have to come the next 3 months. Or maybe there's going to be something.
Sorry, if I may. Hello?
I can hear you.
Yeah. Okay. Now for this CLI for Ubuntu, I noticed that when you need to install something using the apps, it downloads directly from the internet and runs everything at once, and you have it. What happens in a situation where your internet breaks and download is not successful? Can you continue download from where it stops, or you have to re-download from scratch?
Okay, thank you.
Because I also believe that this download speed depends on your internet speed.
Okay, thank you so much for that question. The thing is this, there's what we call roll back and roll forward recovery. When you are downloading a file in Ubuntu, if the file is heavy, sometimes just the way you download file in Windows that is not complete, it will not run. It will still be there, but you will not be able to run it. All you just need to do is to remove it. But it will not have any effect on your system because Ubuntu, first of all, download and install before start installing. It does not just download and install. It downloads first installing. There are some applications you even need to download. It will ask you for permission to say, okay, do you want to install this? That's why you put what do you call this? Another sub command, /y, meaning yes. You understand me? So that it will not ask you that question. So what I'm saying is that not every application you are installing here that is okay. So let's try WhatsApp. You don't have WhatsApp here, Nabi?
Install WhatsApp. I even tried to download WhatsApp. I didn't know. I mean, it was difficult because it says Linux do not have the interface to download WhatsApp.
Try it then. Try to app install WhatsApp.
Okay. Install WhatsApp.
WhatsApp is not correct. WhatsApp is not correct.
App install WhatsApp.
WhatsApp is not correct spelling.
Okay. App install.
Enter. You see what it tells you? So because apt is not, WhatsApp is not part of apt library. So apt will not go there. So I think the best way to install app is using a snap. But you don't have snap yet, Abi?
Yeah.
Say
No, I
app
don't.
install snap.
App install snap. Is this the right spelling of snap?
Yes. Enter. Okay. Snap is another library that has application tied to it. You understand me? So we have apt, we have snap, we have yum. Those ones are libraries. You understand me? They have so many things already installed in the internet for you. But I don't think Snap also have WhatsApp, but I just want you to install Snap. So in case what app did not go through, try Snap. Or if none of them go through, you now go to their site and download it.
Okay. So, okay, I've tried to, Snap did not install.
Okay.
But let me go back. Process triggered.
There's already a Snap already in your system now.
The Snap, I saw Snap when you checked your directory there.
There's a Snap now in your directory.
When you checked your directory then, I saw the Snap there. You had Snap already.
Because
you can list your directory, you see it.
If you list your directory,
you see it.
Just say ls. Please, Yvonne.
Oh, yes, I do have Snap. Correct.
Yvonne, are you still
because
here?
I saw it that first time you did it.
Hold on, please. Let's hold on. Let's hold on for somebody. Yvonne, are you still with us?
I'm here.
Yvonne, are you carried along?
Oh, yeah.
Sure. Okay. I just want to be sure because they are the only person that doesn't really understand, that doesn't really have IT background, but everybody here has. So I'm not saying that everybody understands it, but I think you worked with the Apple system, so you should know.
Yeah, so yeah. Okay. Mac has terminal too, so I do understand that in Mac. So yeah.
Beautiful. So if you have anybody that is not carried along, please say it, please. Okay, now we can move ahead. You can see Snap there. So anything you use Snap to install, will be saved in that your Snap directory. Like VSC is a Snap. Just say Snap install VSC. You see, Snap will go to the library and install VSC for you. You understand me? Snap install VSC.
Can we try the WhatsApp now?
Try the WhatsApp.
WH.
Yeah. Enter.
Not found.
Snap does not have it. So I think WhatsApp, you need to go to their site and download the application locally. So that is what Snap will do for you. So download the VSC. I know you need VSC. Install VSC. Let's see.
So what is VSC?
VSC is a video player that has so many dependencies, so many
VLLL.
VLC.
VLLC.
Yes. Enter. You see, Snap has it. So it's telling you it has a stable one. Snap will install, we download. Sometimes you can install, but sometimes you need to install it locally yourself. You can see this way Snap does its own. This is different from the way apt does its own. You see, because Snap files most times are heavier than regular apt get. Now I want to also. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, I say for those that program with Python, it's also like calling different libraries from maybe Condo.
Yeah.
You can say Condo install this. When you don't get it, then you can now say, okay, pip install this.
Yeah.
So it fetches from there, something like
Beautiful.
that.
Beautiful. Pip or Condo. I didn't have Condo, I be combo, yes. Pip. Most times I use pipe. And
sorry, Conda.
Conda,
sorry,
yes.
It's Conda.
Conda or pipe.
From Anaconda. Yeah.
Pipe or Anaconda. So these are the two libraries that Python has. The same thing with stuff. So that is just it. Well, if you want to, you see, you are installing VLC now. If you go to your this thing now, after finishing installing, it will be there. So you are going to install one more tool that is very, very key, which is wget. Wget is used to pull a downloadable file from an existing website.
wget is GET, correct?
Yes, wget. So these are some of the libraries you need to have in your system. wget, snap, and apt-get. And sometimes I won't use yum because some of the application I run and they are in CentOS. So I don't want to be thinking if I'm in environment of Windows of Ubuntu or I'm in environment of the CentOS. You understand me? I install both the dependence of the CentOS and dependence of Ubuntu, which is apt-get and yum. So that I can run any code and it will not tell me that the terminal cannot understand what I'm doing. You understand? Yes. Snap does not have it. Yum,
Yes, apt.
have it. You see, you're not using sudo because you are running as a super user.
Okay, so that's the reason.
Right, that's why you're not using sudo because I use a sudo /s. Remember that's how we started. So you are using as a super user. Sometimes you need to create some user and give that user some rights. That's why I say you should do that class. Do that class. That class will take, like, if I'm to have that class of our training, it's going to take us 2 extra weeks. Or if you can do that class at your pace and finish it next week, we have crashed 2 weeks out of. So we have more time for our project. You understand me? So that by the time I say AWS, this, let's create an instance, let's launch an instance, you won't see it like big deal. Like, okay, and just say, let us use another laptop. You understand? So you won't see anything hard. And if we can break that barrier, you don't finish. Every other thing are just, is it the CI/CD that you want to do, or the Kubernetes you want to install, or anything you want to install? You just say like nothing. You understand? It will give you that confidence to build on yourself. And if you have that hunger, forget it. You're already a DevOps engineer. So this is the foundation. Please, I beg everybody. Let's get this one sorted out. So which other thing you want us to do now? wget, okay, go to any site. Let's go to, maybe there's some storage file. There's some storage file, you want to just pull out anything. You can just say wget something. I don't know, let's just, any question, anything here, but I don't want this our practical to be heavy. So just think of anything. Okay, let's populate this guy's laptop, although we are going to remove it later. Do you have any application you want us to install?
I don't even know the applications I'm supposed to use. So whatever you are installing right now, be sure that I'm just going to go back and read about them.
Yeah.
Okay. Please, I want somebody to just suggest an application that you think he needs. If assuming he's using a Windows laptop.
I'm actually using a window, but I partitioned Ubuntu out of it.
Okay, you need a VLC code. Install VLC code.
Yeah, VLC code is fine. Yeah.
Apt or Snap?
Snap. Try both. You are our lead now. Me, I'm just a student like
Yeah,
you.
troubleshooting as it is right now.
Okay.
You are the one leading us. We are just install
VS. Is it
VLC
VSC?
VSC,
No.
Visual Studio.
VS. Yeah.
VS
Yes.
Code, or you can call it code. After this class round up, I'm going to appreciate.
So Snap install VS Code.
What is the result?
Please be mindful. Pre-release channel may include features not completely tested or implemented. Get more information with Snap Info vcode.
Okay, pick anyone. It shows that Snap does not have it, but just pick anyone. I think you have to go to their site and install it manually. Pick anyone. Pick the first one.
the first one means that edge butter candidates.
Just say snap install code. Remove that VSC code.
Okay. Snap install code. If you understand and want to proceed, repeat the command, including classic.
Beautiful. Put that, add it to it.
The revision of snap code was published using classic confinement.
Yes, put it. Do it.
Okay.
Put
So
that
snap
install
code.
Classic.
No, code dash. No. Yeah, no, go back. Go back. There's going to be a double extension. Yes, put it two times. Yeah, enter. No, that yes, enter. What did he tell you?
Command snap from deb snapped. I think it has done it. Snap from deb to this client. So I think it's installed it already.
Check if it's there.
Okay, we go to.
Just say code forward forward. If it's there, you will see it. Code dash dot. Give it a space. No. Give it some space. Dot. 2 dots. Enter.
Code not found, but can be installed with snap install code.
You see, try it again. That's why code is not there. Snap install code dash. Snap install code forward classic space classic. Enter.
Download snap code.
It's downloading now.
Yeah, it is downloading.
So when you finish installing, when you want to run some code, and I will tell you, our next class is going to be very interesting. That's why I want just everybody finish, make sure you digest it. By then you come back next class, you're going to be coming smoking. If you actually...
What am I doing now? What is this thing that I'm doing? What is it called?
You are just doing basic installation.
No, if I'm to understand, what am I writing? Am I writing a language or what am I doing?
This is a script. You are scripting.
Yeah, scripting.
You are scripting.
Okay, I wanted to understand the terminology.
Okay, you are scripting. You are scripting in Linux.
Okay.
If you go to any job description, they'll say you should be able to script in Bash, Python, or any other language. So you're already scripting in Bash now. Meaning you are giving command to computer to work, to operate a function. That makes us different from a regular developer. You understand me? What we do, we are making a declarative command, meaning a command that triggers an action. That's our declarative command. We're going to be talking about that in our subsequent class. So sorry, I'm going to be using small terms. I'm introducing the terms. You will not ask, we've not started using cloud now. But they're already using cloud. All these files are coming from cloud. You understand me? Just that they are in a cloud repository that you don't know how they design it. So we are going to be designing our own cloud infrastructure coming from next week. But this one is, before you go to cloud, know your own system. What you want to use to go cloud. You want to go to use some Boopi. So if you start learning cloud with Putty, you are still very, very back. There's a guy that was just joined our. I don't want to say much. I don't know where this video is going to. Please learn this thing. Learn this thing. Future now, yeah. Okay. What have you done now?
Okay. From Visual Studio, code vcode installed.
Beautiful. Right. Start code ... now.
Okay.
Code. Give it space. ... Enter.
Yeah.
Wait for a minute.
Trying to start Visual.
Wait a minute. You see what will happen.
going to start Visual Code as a super user, which
Okay,
isn't recommended.
Okay, type
If
exit. Go exit. Type exit. If you type exit, you are going out as a user. Good. Enter. You are back to your name, Abi. Now type code
Yes.
dot dot.
So I want to understand what just happened. Yes, so this is where it has launched the Visual Studio Code, correct?
Okay. Yeah. What just happened is that Linux tried to protect you from using a super user to run an application that they did not create. Visual Studio Code is not their own application. So some application like that, if you run it as a super user, and if that application can damage your system, because you are running it as somebody that owns the system, and that file is dangerous, it can damage it. So even you can install application as a super user, but you're not supposed to run some application as a super user. You're supposed to run it as a user. Like in case there is a fault, it will not have so much impact on the system. So what I
So just like,
okay, go ahead.
sorry. So just like AWS IAM, where you have programmable and okay, root user and
Beautiful.
The other user. Yes.
Yes, that's it.
Okay.
So that everything AWS was built on this platform. GCP was built on this platform. Azure was built on this platform. Everything was built on this Linux. So you don't need to start launching instance and be doing your exercise for you to learn Linux. You can start now, be playing with it. So what we did was that, in Linux make use of code very well. They know that most people using Linux uses code. So they created a shortcut that can trigger that VSC code to launch. So sometimes you can create a file as you are working on a file. Instead of you to be using your mouse looking for VSC code to launch, you just type code dot. VSC will just trigger. You can go back to your VSC, edit your code, create. You understand? Fun.
So, so for the purpose of
Please, can we stop the sharing, because our class is almost ending. Stop the sharing. Yes. Stop. Continue your question, please.
Okay. Now terminologies, right? Like VSC for very fresh of us, new of us that don't even know what it means. What a root user is, whatever the other user is. I don't know how, it can help to first of all understand those basics. Otherwise, maybe you can refer us to documents where we can learn those basics so that when communication is being made or done.
Thank you. Because of the time, so I'm just going to bring you in here. The what I shared with you, by the time next class, you won't be asking me this question because all the answers are there.
Noted. Thank you.
Okay, sir, I have a question, sir.
Go ahead. Or should we still give another 15? Can we still give another 15 minutes? Because this one is just 40 seconds. Like we still have more questions. Can we give 15 minutes after this? Is it okay?
Yes.
It's fine, sir.
15 minutes.
My question is this last code that just the Toby just imputed now, that is the VSO code that they actually called up the visual, that is Visual Basic app, this thing, right? Mm-hmm. I want to know, is it that the Visual Basic already, is it installed in his laptop or is called up from the cloud infrastructure?
The one that was installed on his laptop.